All right, guys, welcome back. So tonight we're going to go ahead and try and get this buttoned up, and tomorrow get it completely finished. The reason I say tomorrow is because you guys got to pick out your strings, and I can't string it up unless I know what strings you guys want on it. So tonight we're going to get the volume and tone knobs on it. We'll put the strap locks on it, and I'm going to only put the three-way switch cover on the back of it because we need to compare it to the other one that was built right alongside. So if you're watching for the first time, over a year ago, because it took 11 months to get these two refinished, I took a Tobacco Burst Gibson Les Paul Tribute and a satin gold top Les Paul Tribute. I think this one is a 19, if I'm not right. Yeah, 2019. And this is yet another 2017, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 2017. So I've had like 4 of these. And this one has been far my favorite guitar every time I've had one. So I snagged one that needed a little work and turned this one all gold down at the Lay's Loft and had the black stinger put on it. So again, if you're watching for the first time, this was my build, and I went ahead and let you guys pick the colors and everything for this and the parts as we went along. So this one is all done. We're gonna go ahead and get this one finished up. I got a couple other ones that are still open that I built. We'll do a comparison of them all, close them up. Hopefully someday we'll get some sound testing on them. We still got to finish up Chug. Oh, let's go ahead and just look at the projects here real quick, because it's only going to take a second to throw those knobs on. But this is the subscribers build. I'm all over the board. Wait till you see all the stuff that I got going on here. And this is just hobby stuff, so I got to get permission from the wife to come down here and play. So this is the blue one you guys picked, and now this had a maple neck on it with a mahogany back and a maple top. It was a hodgepodge of colors because it was a Tobacco Burst, very ugly. Came out just absolutely beautiful. And if you guys are watching for the first time, this is from Circle of Tone, Owen's guitar. It was on his channel. Check that out. I bought that from him on eBay, and we're rebuilding that. Over here we got no, this one is a Telecaster build. So this is a Mexican Telecaster, and Dad wants to change the pickups in it. He wants to go to the single ply black pick guard. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, he wants to change the pots, capacitors, all that. So that is another project coming up. And then we have another Telecaster. This is a Mexican one. That neck is not bolted on. It's a brand new neck, brand new body. DiMarzio pickups. These ones are super cool. It's going to look really good in there on the white body. This case lid don't want to stay up, so sorry. There's the electronics for it and the tuners. I'll go ahead and shut that properly later. And then over here he has another Stratocaster build. Again, neck isn't bolted in. Brand new body, brand new neck. Holes and stuff have to be drilled on this. He may or may not change that pick guard. And then, let's see. We have the Harmony, which we're going to rebuild. And I got a bunch of good parts for that. Japanese PAFs up there on the shelf. I can't remember what Dad's doing to his 95 Strat. I got a lot of crap about that because it can't be a 50th anniversary and be a 95. But right there it is, 50th anniversary 1995. And the reason that being is the 50th anniversary of Fender, not Stratocaster. So that's how they pulled that off. He also has a Blues Junior Deluxe that matches it with the same sticker on it, 50th anniversary. My 83, I'm keeping the pickups. We're changing both pots to double stack pots on both of those, and the 5-way switch we're gonna change out on that. Over here, yay! Still gotta finish this amplifier, and like I said, I may sub out the work I want to do on it. I got to change some input jacks and stuff, and I just don't have time to tear into the boards. That's why it sat so long. eventually again. Someday we'll visit that. An old bass that Dad spray painted when he was a kid. So those are pretty much, oh, almost forgot. That's not all the projects. So the big pile here, my wife has been purchasing stuff for a collaboration on a build here, which was supposed to have 4 guitars, and we ended up getting refunded on one of them. 3 of them lay there. So without, oh my God, see, I forgot another one. See, this is why I said I'm just spinning. So the Zach Wild guitar that we just got, number 47 of 300, I got to go ahead and cut the strings off of that and take it apart and clean it up real good like I did the J15, the Gibson J15 acoustic. I'll get the paint looking like brand new on that one again. We'll do some wet sanding and polishing. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get some of these parts on here so it looks more like a guitar. And then after we get this on, I'll show you the strings, and then you guys comment down below. If I don't get too many comments by tomorrow, maybe I'll give it another day or two, but I really want to get this done because we've had that gold top done, I don't know, for quite a few months now. So let's go ahead and get your guys' done and call it done. So I've already got all these cranked up, thumb bleeders hopefully adjusted in a decent looking position. And get it here set to 10. Give it a nice little push down on there. Let's see here, 10. Volume 10. Oop. Good thing it's not a metal one. That's the one thing that I hate about building a guitar after it's been painted. It's so easy to chip the paint around any of the holes for the pots and pickups, all that stuff. Even trying to get it cleaned out around all the threaded areas without chipping it off around the body. So there we go. That looks a whole lot better than the last option, because the first that I had, I didn't know if they were Gibson or not. They didn't fit. And I had some gold top hats, and everybody's like, no, go back to, and that's the right call, because everything else on this is black trimmed. That's the other thing, if you're watching for the first time, completely forgot, because it's been so long. I did have them fill in the screw holes for the pick guard, and I also wanted them to fill in the upper holes for the clusons, so I could put Grovers on it, and they overlooked that, which is no big deal. I just put these Cluson Deluxe locking tuners on it, and because I wanted the Grovers, these came off my 1960 Les Paul, so I just went ahead and put them on and lived with the screw holes for the Clusons that are just right above the Grovers. So anyways, that's that. We need to go ahead and get the 3-way switch cover on and the strap locks. Again, I'm not putting this on until we're completely done with that one, this one, that one's done, and then my gold top standard there, the 50s. I just built that recently too, so we'll go ahead and look at all the different capacitors and pots and stuff that I used in there. I think it was the right call just to buy all new plastics and everything on these, doing a complete repaint and everything. The gold top, I went ahead, I used the Antiquity aged pickup rings and the aged hardware off of my 1960 Les Paul that I dissected a few years back. Where is the screw hole? There it is. Again, these are full of paint. And that one's way too big. Alright, how hard is it to put a screw in? Pretty hard when you got a holes filled. You know what I'll do? Somewhere I know I got a punch. And then just poke the hole through, or maybe a toothpick would be strong. I know what I'll use. I'll use a guitar string. I saved this one because you can't lose it. It's so bright. So we'll try to go ahead and poke these holes a little bit. That one there is real full. And that string is not strong enough to poke that one. Let's try this one. It's a little thicker. I'll try the thick end part of it. Somewhere I have a little punch, but I am not sure where I put it. Looks like a screwdriver, but it's just really pointy. There we go. Alright, problem solved. Well, let's keep that on my cleaning tray so when I need it again, I have it. Let's try this one more time. Is he going to get the stupid thing on without scratching the guitar? Alright, I like to get them all started first before I seat them. And I say seat them because you don't want to tighten them down. You just want to snug them up, seat them. Because they're just holding the plate on there. It's not like it's a heavy plate and it's holding a lot of pressure or nothing. If you crank it down, you're gonna crack your plate. And if you have to, you can help it down in there a little bit. See, there we go, it just popped down in there. When it stops, just stop. Unless it needs jimmied, then you push on it or whatever. See if there's something under it. You might have to take the screws back out. Might be a chunk of hard wax or something from when they buffed it. I checked that out already, but yeah, I'll give it a little squirt here. Wipe off all my fingerprints. Alright, so all we have left now is strap locks. So I gotta find all the screws to that. Oh, there's one. I'm still missing another one. Oh boy, there it is. Don't want it scratching the front of the guitar, that's for sure. Alright. Now I should be able to use my stubby. I thought about putting the felt thingy on it because it did exactly what I knew it was going to do, but you won't see it. A little itty bitty tiny chip just fell out. I'll show it to you. And again on this, just keep turning it until it stops. When it completely stops, and you got to start forcing it. That's all you need, because if you crank it down, you're gonna crack the finish. And this is all nitrocellulose, so it will crack. But right here, there's a little paint chip that came off. But it's underneath the strap lock, so you'll never see it. But that's the kind of things that you deal with when you refinish the guitar and then build it yourself. I got little tiny files and stuff. Try to get around in the holes of the pots and three-way switch and all that kind of stuff. And it's just time consuming. I've tried to video it and it just doesn't pan out. So I did a couple shorts on it before, and does seem to work a lot better than to sit and watch all that long, tedious stuff. Alright, we are getting really, really close. All right, I'm gonna back that off just a smidge. All right, so there we go. I finally got the strap lock on so I can whip it around and show you guys. So there it is. Just about done. Next time we're gonna go ahead and put the strings on it. And I'm gonna go ahead and one more time, I'm gonna hit all the frets and everything, polish them out, clean the fretboard. So let's go ahead and get to the strings. What strings do you guys want to put on this? So I didn't figure you guys want any of these, but I went ahead and brought them up anyhow. I got a whole bunch of them in that box right there, but I basically bought these for $3.45. Try them out on that. Got semi-flats. So here's the semi-flat, and here's the flat wound, and then we got a power wound light 1046, and then the universal 1048, and then we got the power groove pure nickel. That's a 1046. Power steel stainless 1046, and then Richard's from Ramstein's. These are his signature 1046 strings. I actually bought 3 packs of these for Chug because Owen, the Circle of Tone, plays a lot of heavy metal stuff, and I thought it was just really fitting to get those strings for that build. But if you guys want them for this build, you're more than welcome to have a set, because I got this one and another one up there. There's also other strings, but I know you're not going to like them because they're very light and stuff like that. Like there's ultra light and light bottoms and stuff. But here's the strings again. We'll go ahead over them one more time. SIT flat wounds, SIT semi-flat, SIT light, and those are all 1046s. Oh, I take that back. Flat wounds on 1150. And we got a 1048 universal, 1046 here in the power groove, another 1046 in stainless, and another 1046 Ramstein's. So go ahead and let me know, guys, which strings do you want on your build? And if I get enough comments tonight, tomorrow we'll go ahead and get this finished up so we can go ahead and finish the soldering on that. I did get the little sad guy with the broken tip there off, and a new one put back on that. So it won't take long to shove that one back together either. So just stay tuned. Till then, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, the wife, can't wait to get her down here and open that up with all the guitars and everything. Had her down here to reveal this, and she was quite nervous and didn't want to speak, but I told her, I said, when we come down to do this project, we can talk about the Buckethead concert or something with each other, so she doesn't feel so uncomfortable. So we will talk about the Buckethead concert while we build her project over there when we finally get to do that. So till then, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.